talked about inconceivable energy, that our conscious faculties, they're manifested by an inconceivable energy. And we're also manifested by some inconceivable energy. We don't understand it. Now, I want to point out that there's two kinds of inconceivable energy. We perform miracles. Computer is a miracle from the physical point of view. The space shuttle is a miracle from the physical point of view. Even a house of cards is a miracle from the physical point of view. So this is on a small scale. But then there's also miracles on the large scale. It's a miracle that I can coordinate my ability to think, my ability to see, and my ability to act. That's a miracle. But another miracle is the fact that I can see, that I can act, and that I can think. And not only me, there's so many other people who can do the same thing. So there's what I can do with what I'm given, or what is provided for me. But then there's the fact that it's provided. That's a universal miracle. It's produced by, I'll argue that, it's produced by a universal, inconceivable energy. So what we've seen so far is, first of all, the basis of science, objective, physical science, it's not accessible to science itself. Science can't be an object to itself. Science looks outward, so it can't see itself. So the conscious faculties and the coordinating self, they're part of science. Science can't look at them, so they're inconceivable energy. Now, so there's a question how we use them and that we have them. How we use them is our individual inconceivable ability. And then that we have them, that's an awesome, universal, inconceivable energy. So in science, there's three essential regularities. There's the existence of the individual scientist, there's the community of scientists, relationship, and there's matter, including the body. And science really hasn't made very good advancement in explaining any of these from a physical point of view. So, according to the Vedic point of view, these things are manifested by a universal self, just as the universe itself is a miracle. Mathematically speaking, the universe can't exist. The odds against the appearance of a universe that can support life is 10 to the 10 to the 123. It's totally inconceivable. It means that the universe itself, it can't exist, but it does exist. It's a miracle. What do we know that makes miracles? Consciousness. So, I just want to look at some evidence for the existence of universal self, universal conscious self. First of all, it's assumed in the criteria of science. I mentioned there's objectivity and intersubjective verifiability. Intersubjective verifiability means that any number of subjects can observe the same phenomenon, make the same measurements or whatever, and come to the same conclusions. So now I just want to read something about intersubjective verifiability. Each individual is a subject and must subjectively experience the physical world. This is from the Wikipedia. Each subject has a different perspective and point of view on various aspects of the world. However, by sharing their comparable experiences intersubjectively, individuals may gain an increasingly accurate understanding of the world. So it says, while specific internal experiences are not intersubjectively verifiable, the existence of thematic patterns of internal experience can be intersubjectively verified. So the question arises, since we have to, if we're accepting intersubjective verifiability, this is a criterion, that means that, first of all, I exist as an individual. The fact that I exist can't be explained physically. But you exist, so many other people exist, and we all correspond. So the fact that we all exist as individuals can't be explained physically. And the fact that my existence corresponds with your existence is also not explicable physically. The fact that we can talk about philosophy, about the meaning of life, that we have emotions, that we have perception and so on, this is not physically explicable. So in other words, in order to explain intersubjective verifiability, you have to accept an intersubject. Something just as I'm coordinating my conscious faculties, so that's the conscious subject. So there must be a universal subject who coordinates all the subjects, all the individual conscious subjects. This is intersubject.